This is ABC7 News at 5:30. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Welcome back. Thousands of Florida students won't have to worry about homework next year after Marion County school superintendent decided to get rid of it in the district's elementary schools. Now there's a decision is already sparking some conversation among school leaders in Manatee County. ABC7's Adam Cellini has more.
I was excited to see, wow, here's a district in Florida who's going to go forward with this.
Manatee County School Board Chair Charlie Kennedy didn't wait long last week to tweet as superintendent about a landmark decision in her former school district.
It was more of hey, this is what another county's doing. Could this work for us?
Marion County elementary schools will stop giving daily homework assignments starting this coming year. Based on research Kennedy has been following for some time.
A student doing 20 to 30 minutes of reading with a parent or sibling or family member is much more valuable to that student's educational experience and has provable long-term gains.
Former school board member Barbara Harvey agrees. At the elementary age, she says students learn much more through reading and counting with parents than doing homework by themselves.
Children learn in multiple ways. To send a child, kindergarten, first, second, or even third grader to a room and say, do your homework, is not a successful way for getting the job done.
Kennedy wants to discuss it at a future board meeting where he will not find support from his fellow board member John Colon, an advocate for homework.
One of the things that's key is every teacher teaches differently. So why should we as a school board mandate across the entire spectrum of the county that there's no homework policy?
One idea might be allowing principals to decide what's best for their individual schools. Shakira Williams hopes her daughter Rakia never attends a school without homework.
So you think they should have that sort of accountability of coming home and doing the homework?
Yes, before they go outside and play.
That's ABC7's Adam Cellini reporting. Now, this would only apply to elementary schools in Marion County, and teachers there would still be allowed to assign projects and other activities outside of class. Manatee County School Superintendent Diana Green is out of town this month and could not be reached for comment. School Board member Kennedy believes this would ultimately be her decision. Also new tonight, the Florida Supreme Court decides not to take up a case that challenges the right of school districts to hold third graders back when they score badly on a mandated standardized reading test. The appeal was brought by parents who had their children opt out of standardized tests, but the court will not consider it. Sarasota County was initially involved in the lawsuit but was dropped. Parents in 6 counties instructed their children to fill their name in on the test and then not answer any questions. Those parents were told that their children would have to repeat 3rd grade. More than a century and a half after the Civil War, communities are discussing whether or not to keep statues honoring Confederate soldiers. In New Orleans, a Confederate statue was removed. In Orlando, it was simply relocated. And now in Hillsborough County, commissioners voted for it to remain. Now, Bradenton's Confederate statue is drawing some attention. It reads, "In memory of our Confederate soldiers," paying tribute to Generals Robert E. Lee and Stonewall Jackson. It was donated in 1924 by the Daughters of the Confederacy. The statue sits right next to the county courthouse, and some say it's a racist symbol, but others say it's an important part of the county's history.
These statues that represent our ancestors mean something to us. It's not about racialism.
It's very dark history and a very dark time for many African Americans in this country.
Tonight on ABC7 News at 7, we look back at the history of the statue and its potential future. Time to get another check on our weather. Steve Newman in for Bob tonight. Hi, Steve.
Hey, Scott. A lot of us heard thunder and saw some lightning flashes and even got some heavy downpours earlier today from a storm system that developed in eastern Sarasota County, and it's right now in the heart of Florida, producing lightning and some locally heavy rains around Orlando, Lakeland, moving up toward Daytona Beach. And you can see the progress of it. It formed right about 3 o'clock or so and then moved right up over Parrish and moved into the heart of the state. Now, we can see it on satellite from the new GOES 16 satellite that has much greater resolution than we've seen before. These are the blow-off clouds moving westward, but there's also a clear indication of a southerly flow over the state. That's that moisture growing in from the Caribbean that will keep these thunderstorms in our forecast for the next few days. Overnight, temperatures will cool off into the upper 70s, and the RPM computer model has all of a sudden updated. Maybe another burst of thunderstorms around 10, 11 o'clock tonight. We'll keep you posted, Scott. And also coming up, we'll tell you about the new tropical storm Dawn that's approaching the Caribbean.
All right, Steve, thank you. New tonight, the City of Venice has filed a lawsuit against Neal Communities, hoping to get clarification on a matter the two cannot agree on. The city has a long-standing annexation agreement that requires new home builders to pay a certain fee before they can get a certificate of occupancy. ABC7's Christopher Bradley has more now from Venice.
According to the Venice City Manager, Neal Communities has made clear they don't want to pay the mitigation fee anymore. After 2 years of back and forth negotiations, the matter is going to court. The lawsuit focuses on new homes being built within the city. Before the home can be occupied, it needs a certificate of occupancy. To get that, a fee must be paid.
Their comment to us is they don't think it's fair, they don't think they should have to pay it.
New home buyers may see the fee in the final price of their home. It depends whether the developer absorbs the cost. According to the city, the fee, officially titled the Extraordinary Mitigation Fee, was installed roughly 15 years ago as a sort of tax for home builders building in a popular city.
If you're a developer, it's attractive for a prospective client to be able to say, I have a house for sale for you, it's in Venice, Florida.
The proceeds from that fee go towards infrastructure work, extending water and sewer mains, and road maintenance. For 2 years, both sides have been meeting to work out their differences. However, no resolution has come.
After this period of prolonged negotiation, we haven't made a lot of progress, so the city decided to seek a judicial solution to this, that is, ask a judicial body to determine whether or not it's appropriate for us to collect a fee.
It seems Neal Community agrees. In a statement on Monday, they said, quote, "We enjoy working with the City of Venice and think this is the best way for both parties to address this issue." Until this matter is resolved by the courts, the City of Venice has decided not to spend any of the new fee money they collect. In Venice, Christopher Brantley, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Christopher, thank you. Two environmental groups are suing the Trump administration for expanding the red snapper season in the Gulf of Mexico. Last month, the Commerce Department gave anglers 39 more days to fish for red snapper. Federal waters were also reopened for 3-day weekends and holidays. The government argues the extension outweighs the potential harm to the red snapper species, which is still recovering from overfishing. But a lawsuit says the decision broke the law by ignoring scientific assessments and failing to follow required procedures, such as giving adequate notice and time for public comment before making any changes. After clearing visa obstacles that prompted intervention from President Trump, 6 girls from Afghanistan are now getting their shot to compete in a national robotics competition. The girls are taking part in the first global challenge in Washington, D.C. Teams from more than 150 countries are competing there. The Afghan team was rejected twice for U.S. visas. President Trump intervened on Saturday, sidestepping the visa system and allowing them to compete. Joe Biden is coming to a bookstore near you. The former vice president will be releasing his memoir, Promise Me, Dad, A Year of Hope, Hardship, and Purpose. It comes out this fall. The book centers on the 2015 death of his son, Beau, who died from brain cancer. He also talks about his decision to not run for president, even though he says he believed he could have won. The memoir comes out November 16th. Could changes in our speech patterns be early signs of Alzheimer's? A new report explains why. And the first big name in in-home video games is back with a new device. We'll have the exclusive details when we come back.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
The Furniture Warehouse. Save big during the summer leather clearance and pay no interest till June 2018 with same-day pickup or next-day delivery. This special purchase deep-seating leather match sofa now $5.99. It's like floating on a cloud with this leather match sofa at $6.99. Or put your feet up in style with comfort in this dual reclining leather match sofa only $7.99. Exclusively at the Furniture Warehouse in Sarasota, Bradenton, Venice, Port Charlotte, and Ellenton.
Save big. Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Get the hottest deals of the year during the summer clearance event going on now at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Shop the area's largest selection of new Jeep Wranglers or save big on a new sleek and stylish Jeep Cherokee for as little as $18,999. Drive off today for your next great adventure in a brand new Jeep Renegade for as low as $15,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota today.
I'm Cindy Lou. I'm Susie. I'm Missy. And I'm Betty Jean. And we're the Marvelous Wonderettes. Mr. Sandman.
Experience the best girl group songs from the 50s and 60s live on stage at the Players Center July 12th through the 23rd. Call 941-365-2494 or visit us at theplayers.org. You'll fall in love with the Marvelous Wonderettes.
I'm so alone.
Explore amazing merchants on the Suncoast. Find great prices, products, and services. Go to mysuncoast.com to buy local today.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
New findings are linking our speech patterns to Alzheimer's. Researchers are finding that changes to our speech, such as pauses, filler words, and other verbal symptoms, might be an early sign of mental decline, which can lead to Alzheimer's disease. If confirmed, the study may help doctors find a better way to help screen people for very early signs of mental decline and Alzheimer's. Could the artificial sweeteners in your diet soda or your coffee actually be causing you to gain weight? New research may provide the answer. ABC's Elizabeth Herr explains.
If you're drinking coffee, tea, or a soda right now, you may be drinking an artificial sweetener too. Aren't we all watching our weight? Well, now a new study in the Canadian Medical Journal says we might be watching it rise. They looked at more than 400,000 people who regularly used artificial sweeteners over the years, and the news isn't so sweet. Those using sweeteners were more likely to gain weight, have high blood pressure, and possibly develop strokes. Diet sodas and artificial sweeteners don't lower your weight. Your diet has to do that. Hard to swallow. With this Medical Minute, I'm Elizabeth Herr.
Let's get another check on the weather now. Steve Newman in tonight for Bob.
Scott, behold the northern lights last night. This is in North Dakota, thanks to Chris Van Winkle. And this time of year in the middle of summer, it's hard to see the northern lights, but there was a powerful solar storm that sent out charged particles into the atmosphere. And you can see how beautiful it was in the early morning hours. When it finally got dark up there, you get a little better view of the colors. Awesome. Well, back here we didn't see the northern lights. We're way too far south for that. But if we look at our Myakka River, Myakka Fire Department webcam, they got skirted by that storm that doused Parrish and Lakewood Ranch earlier today and now in the heart of the state. But it's an interesting view of the clouds that passed over the Suncoast earlier today. Right now, 80 degrees at the airport. We cooled off to 77 as a result of that passing storm. The dew point is 71. Now across the state we have thunderstorms, garden variety, all over Florida from top to bottom. Some of them were severe up around Daytona Beach up to Jacksonville earlier today. And here's that one cell that came over eastern Sarasota County, moved right up over Parrish into the eastern parts of Tampa Bay and now in the heart of Florida. We could see another round of those overnight or late this evening, so we're going to be watching that very closely in the Weather Office through the evening. Now, behold, Tropical Storm Dawn. It popped up. I wasn't expecting this because it's so disorganized, and you'll see in a minute it doesn't have a lot of potential. Right now, maximum sustained winds 40 miles an hour, moving westward at 17. There is a tropical storm warning in effect for Grenada, but a tropical storm watch from Barbados southward to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. What's it going to do? It might gain another 5 mile an hour in strength in the next 2 days as it moves into the Caribbean, the far southern Caribbean. So this really does not pose any threat to the Suncoast or even the continental United States. And as it moves into the Caribbean, it's going to encounter some very unfavorable conditions. So I don't think it's going to strengthen very much, and it probably won't make it more than 3 or 4 days its lifespan. You can see right there to the east of the Windward Islands, here's Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, the Windward Islands, and there is Dawn. It doesn't look like much, and it probably, hopefully, will not become much. Now our RPM computer forecast back here at home shows those thunderstorms developing right on through tonight and maybe another round tomorrow afternoon that could be locally heavy. It's a pattern that will stay with us all week, so don't look for any big changes in the weather pattern. Now let's take a close-up look at high resolution for the next 12, 18 hours, and there's what's left up in the heart of Florida. But the model's trying to bring in some more stuff in the overnight. And we'll keep an eye on this. Whether it happens or not remains to be seen, but it's interesting developing this model in the last hour or so. South winds in the morning, west in the afternoon tomorrow to 10 knots, seas 2 feet or less. Bay and inland waters a light chop. Our forecast at the beach tomorrow, 89 the high temperature, the water temperature 88, which is just where I like it. 85 to 88, more than that it's too warm. And the UV index is 11 with scattered thunder showers, again possible tomorrow afternoon. So here's my forecast for tonight. It calls for those thunderstorms. Right now we'll call it a 30% chance, but that model may indicate a greater chance than that. 76 the overnight low with southeast winds at 5 miles an hour. And for tomorrow, it's going to be another hot day with those thunderstorms developing all about us. Whether they hit you or not remains to be seen. Heat index 99 with the actual thermometer reading 89. Now here is our 7-day outlook showing not much change in this weather pattern with that southerly flow staying over us, anywhere from 40–50% chance of rain right on through next weekend with little change in daytime temperatures. Scott will take another look at Tropical Storm Dawn that's just formed coming up in our next hour.
Okay, thank you, Steve. Now to Suncoast Traffic Watch. Some construction work underway in Northport on Toledo Blade Boulevard from Hillsborough Boulevard to 41, and Kenilworth Boulevard is closed from Santa Marta Street to Teresa Boulevard. Other road construction, but not impacting any traffic at this hour. In consumer news, there's been a data breach at the Dow Jones. The financial firm says the personal information of more than 2 million customers has been exposed. This includes subscribers to the Wall Street Journal. An error in a cloud computing service is to blame, although the company does not believe any of the data was taken. Our love of bacon is not only hurting our waistlines, but also our wallets. According to the Wall Street Journal, our craving for the breakfast treat is pushing pork prices to record highs, and pig farmers are struggling to keep up with demand. The market research firm Nielsen says last year Americans bought 14% more bacon than compared to the year 2013. Few major retailers are going green for back to school. H&M, Target, and JCPenney will be coming out with more fashions made from secondhand and reused materials. These materials can include recycled denim, leather, nylon waste, even plastic bottles. The move is in response to parents wanting the quality and style in backpacks, jeans, and other clothing, but not wanting to spend a lot of money on it. The reused fashions could be seen in stores as soon as next month. This one is for video game lovers. Atari is giving limited sneak peek at its new console called the Atari Box. The design is reminiscent of the original console with wood paneling, ribbed lines, and a raised back. It will come, though, with 4 USB ports, an SD card slot, and HDMI. The gaming pioneer isn't offering a lot of details about it, but in a newsletter they say, quote, "We're not teasing you intentionally. We want to get this right." Your entertainment news is coming up next. We'll be right back.
During the past 10 years, Tidewell Hospice volunteers have provided more than 1 million hours of service. They sit with patients, giving caregivers a break. They work in offices. They take their furry friends on pet therapy visits. They even clown around. Every task performed by a volunteer makes a difference in the lives of our patients and their families. Join Tidewell's volunteer team. They're truly 1 in a million. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
Why settle for less? Get more for your money at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Subaru is rated the safest and most dependable automotive brand, and all Subaru models with eyesight are a 2017 IIHS top safety pick. Right now, you can lease the most award-winning small SUV, a new Subaru Forester, for just $209 a month, or get 0% financing with complimentary maintenance included. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate
or shop at Goodwill,
I'm creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah, yeah.
A British royal is celebrating a birthday. Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall, turns 70 years old today. She's the wife of Prince Charles and is considered the friendliest member of the royal family. Over the years, she's managed to earn the public's trust after a rocky beginning with Charles during his marriage to the late Princess Diana. Camilla recently told the Daily Mail newspaper she often feels like a teenager, but realizes she's getting older because her feet are always sore after a long day of royal duties. A historic moment for Doctor Who, the BBC show casting its first ever female doctor. Jodie Whittaker will succeed Peter Capaldi, who was leaving the show after 4 years. Whittaker will make her first appearance in the 2017 Christmas special and then take over the lead in the 2018 season. The show's executive producer says he always wanted the 13th Doctor to be a woman, and Whittaker was his first pick. Disney releasing its first sneak peek of The Next Jedi. It will be the 8th film in the main Star Wars storyline. The teaser video includes some never-before-seen scenes and characters, as well as screen appearances by Carrie Fisher, who died last December after the film finished shooting. Star Wars The Last Jedi hits theaters December 15th.
Where do you want to go on your honeymoon? Where? No idea? Well, I'll tell you what, if you pick Hawaii, Miss Sherwood and I will pay for it.
How about that? An unexpected offer from Garth Brooks. During his concert in Oklahoma this weekend, he noticed a man proposing while he was playing his hit song, Unanswered Prayers. He stopped in the middle of the performance and then told the couple they decided to go to Hawaii for the honeymoon that he and his wife, Trisha Yearwood, would pay for. The newly engaged couple accepted his offer, but Brooks added no one else could get engaged that night. New Kids on the Block's Donnie Wahlberg visiting a local Waffle House restaurant. The singer posting this group selfie of him, his friends, and his son, and a member of another famous 90s group, Boys to Men, at a Sarasota location. He didn't say which Waffle House he was at in Sarasota, but the group performed in Tampa on Saturday night. Last week, Wahlberg left a $2,000 tip for a waitress at a Waffle House restaurant in North Carolina. He loves the Waffle House, apparently. We can tell that. Pretty cool. And we'll be right back with more news and your forecast. Stay with us.